But speaking of Teslas, getting onto the best topic, the subscription cars. So I wanted to get your lot's thoughts on essentially in-app purchases becoming a part of everyday life. Everyone by now is used to the concept of in-app purchases in games, like mobile apps, right? You can't freaking download an app anymore without it saying $5.99 to take away these ads, or buy these gems for £2, and then suddenly you'll be way better at whatever you're doing, right? But car companies and a few other industries have started to put this into other products and other means of us living our lives. And so cars is a big part of that. So this really started with Elon Musk and Tesla. So a few years ago, they released one of their first ever Teslas into the US and UK market. And they had a $3,000 add-on that you could buy that increased the capacity of the battery. Now, obviously, they're not swapping out the battery. The battery is already there in the car, but they're just limiting it when you buy it. And then if you want to pay this single purchase add-on, they'll then give you the whole range of the battery that you would have normally had anyway, but they've been limiting it so then you can use it. Then they started doing another thing where they had level 2 autonomous driving, so like lane change assist. So if you hit your indicator to change lane, then it'll like look behind you and it'll do it automatically, or helping you park without you having to use a steering wheel. That was another like $2,000 charge that they added on that you could buy, and then Tesla would just in the settings would be like, yeah, this box is now ticked, you can do it. So there was that, which was like all electronic stuff. Now other car companies like BMW have come through and said you can pay a subscription. So you can pay $18 a month or €18 a month to have heated seats in your car. Now the heating system exists on that seat, but unless you pay the subscription, you need to pay the subscription for them to turn that on so you can actually press the button.
That's mad, because they usually add-ons that you add onto the car.
Yeah.
So one-off payment for colors, for vinyls, for trims, for heated seats, like all that sort of stuff.
Exactly.
Now they've turned that subscription.
That's stupid, man. What if you hack it? What if people must have?
It kind of makes sense though. It kind of makes sense because think about it this way, right? In a lot of the world, you only want heated seats for a quarter of the year, sort of thing, right? From maybe like November till February. For the rest of the year, you don't need it. So it makes sense because I don't know, whatever cost it might be involved with just that one-off payment. Maybe you only want, a lot of people lease their cars, right? So maybe they only want to have their car for 5 years. So maybe over the course of that 5 years, however much the add-on cost for thingies doesn't like equate to just paying the subscription for 4 months of the year for 5 years. So it kind of makes sense.
But see, that logic makes sense, except when you look at it from the perspective of, in this scenario, if you pay the subscription or don't pay the subscription, that seat still has the heating function.
Yeah. It's frauding.
It's exactly right. It used to be the whole, if you wanted this feature on a car, you pay for it when it's new, and then they build it in. And then if you're buying a used car, you pick the features you want, right? But now it's like, let's build a car that has everything, but we'll turn it all off.
Stupid, man.
I don't like that. It comes as very disingenuous and just capitalizing on dons, bruv. Like putting stuff behind paywalls.
I mean, I feel like that's just the way it is nowadays, isn't it?
Yeah, it sucks.
Gaming's probably leading the charge in that regard.
Exactly. So that's what I wanted to ask. What do you guys think would be something that could become subscription based that you wouldn't mind, or you think would be better than how it is now?
That's a sick question. I can't lie.
Something that would become subscription based that would be better than just doing it now. I don't even know.
Breathing.
Bro, what isn't? Okay. How much would you pay to breathe, bro?
Don't have enough money for that, bro.
Yeah, it's priceless. Everything I consume is literally subscription based. Genuinely, everything. So it's hard for me to say. PS Plus.
Not Atypical
TV.
though. That's free on all platforms.
For now.
Yeah, but isn't Spotify and YouTube both have subscription services as well, though?
Yeah, but you can get them free.
Sure, but like if they want to watch us without ads.
No, you can listen to podcasts for free on Spotify, and you can download them too with no ads.
Interesting.
Jeez.
The more you know. But yeah, TV, reading, everything is literally subscription based. So it's hard for me to single out something.
Porn.
It's pay as you go, essentially, innit? Okay.
Wait, what is?
Okay.
Wait.
Right, you guys let us know. Send us some DMs. We'll put a poll out. where you guys can input.
We
what you
say
guys
this
think.
every week and no poll ever goes up.
No, we'll put one of those like Q&A boxes in it, and then they can post.
Yeah, that's fair enough. That's valid.
But yeah.
That is an interesting question, though. That requires too much thought, though. I can't lie. I can't think of anything.
Is it
that
actually
the
a
10th
solid
time?
question?
That
That is the 10th
it's a
time.
great
That's
question.
that
It
is
is
10th
10th time.
time.
Yeah.
Was the 10th time?
Yeah.
We said,
Solid
oh,
question.
put it up. Let's put something up.
Right.
Great question, honestly. But yeah, me personally, everything I consume, literally. Sports
Yeah.
is subscription based. Literally, I pay the yearly subscription for NFL. Gaming, PS Plus, subscription service. Technically, you, in a way, I'm going to see if you're going to say this, fortunate or not. You pay for your Wi-Fi monthly.
I was about to
I was
say
just about to say
internet.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, subscription service. So like everything is subscription service. The only thing
But
that
what
isn't
about,
is
like,
food.
Mm.
So
what about more physical things? So how would you guys feel if you paid a subscription to restaurants and then you could just go there whenever you want?
100%. Give me the flipping. You know that Cineworld does Cineworld Infinity. You pay £15 a month or whatever.
Yeah.
Give
Well,
me that
they
for
already do
Nando's, bro.
subscription services, in cinemas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
So what it's
do
like,
that for
what if you
Nando's.
if you could pay £20 a month to Nando's and then you could just go there and have
Bro, do you know how good that is? One meal, like the stuff I
20
get is 20 quid. That's unreal, bro.
But in
That
principle, though.
Yeah, it's hard though. How would you equate it? How would you put a monetary figure on a nice monthly subscription to Nando's?
well, if one meal I pay for is basically 20
It's
quid.
not too far removed from a reward card system, though, isn't it? It's all on the same line, if you really think about it, right?
It's just the
Like
next
get
step. I
10
guess.
stamps and you get a free meal sort of thing. So essentially, if you care enough about that free meal by the end of it, you are technically paying, like, in a way, a one-time payment for those 10, like in a subscription sort of way. Do you know what I mean? Just to get that end result thing. So it is, like you said, Hush, like another level to that, like a next step to that. It depends what they price it at, but realistically, like, the whole point of subscription services is that, like, they're supposed to give you some sort of a saving, right?
Benefit.
Like
Yeah.
versus a one-off payment sort of thing, plus the flexibility and a lower monthly like payment versus a one-off is like the benefits of subscription packages. So it depends. Things like Nando's, it's a perpetual subscription, right? So at some point it's going to become more expensive than one-off, because even if you think about it, we don't go to Nando's that often, right?
Speak for yourself.
I'm
going
we don't
more-
go to Nando's that often together.
Sure, I go to Nando's more than 2 times every month. So immediately
Okay, sure.
it makes
That's
it works
40
out.
quid, right? Give
Yeah.
or take, more or less. Yeah,
Yeah.
30, 40 quid. So it depends, but I feel like when you're having something like Nando's, which is perpetual, so to speak, then at some point, just like a leased car, at some point, the amount that you pay on installments and payments is going to overcome the one-time buy thing. So for some things it would make sense, and for some things it wouldn't.
Yeah, like food, it's a sticky one because say you're paying like 50 quid a month, then you could bang out, if you go Nando's literally for 3 meals a day for a week, and you're spending like 20 quid, that's already a big like chunk of money that Nando's is losing out on. So food is a sticky one to, like, find a value for. I feel like a lot of things already we already do for a lot of things, and more than we know. Like literally everything. When Massam said internet as well, I was literally just thinking it, and literally everything we do, even Riverside, bro. We're on Riverside, we're paying a fucking
Yep.
fee for it. Like
Yeah.
it's crazy, it's all around us.
Don't shout them out, bro.
Yeah,
They don't deserve it.
They don't deserve it. Neither my Wi-Fi. Don't shout them out either.
Yeah, you virgin.
Yeah. I mean,
good
tech
question,
is
Ray.
always moving towards that. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's interesting to know what industries outside of tech would adopt it.
Mm.
Like, you'd never think in the automotive industry I'd have to pay for like pay a subscription to have a spare wheel in the back of my car, right?
Mm.
Like stuff like that. So it's interesting to see.
Even-
what
Yeah,
else
but you
would
say
take
that,
on.
but you're probably gonna have to pay subscriptions. Well, not probably, but maybe for, like, your electric charging and stuff like that.
You
If
do.
they don't already do it.
Yeah, you do.
So you basically are then, right? It's already happened in a way.
You don't
Because
pay
if you want to
subscription for electric charging.
no, but I'm saying they might.
no,
in
sorry.
some way, shape, or form.
You pay, yeah, they might in the future. You already pay for like how much you put into your, how much electricity you put into your car.
Yeah, I mean that's just
Yeah.
normal
Yeah.
charging
in the
electrical fees. But
Sorry,
yeah,
yeah, my bad. I can see it happening for like in the future when say you're like, you know how they're freezing bodies now, so that you can like defrost them 100 years in the future.
woolly mammoths.
Fry.
Yeah, like woolly
Futurama.
mammoth.
You talking about cryogenics?
He's
Cryogenics, yeah. But
Captain
obviously
America
it's not 100%. The science behind it isn't. I'm pretty sure it's not 100% like in tune. but people are like, you know, freezing their bodies. It costs like a stupid amount to do it. But in the future, when the science is A1, maybe like the more you pay, the further into time you can go, or something like that. Maybe, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
for
know
sure.
how.
That is
A hot take.
horribly dystopian, bro. That is horribly dystopian.